The video game industry is now larger than the movie and music industries combined. It doesn't get the same attention as those industries, but maybe it should. There are now over 2 billion gamers across the world.
That is 26% of the world's population, and it should come as no surprise that all manner of gaming and tech companies are battling it out to gain as much of that market share as possible. There's so much going on right now with the imminent release of new consoles, new games, new technologies and new ways to play, that we're asking the question, should we be investing in the gaming industry?
Here we can see the growth of the global video games market according to Statista.com. Since this forecast, we now know that the market is even bigger than this, largely thanks to COVID. With people locked up inside their homes, many have found respite by grabbing a controller and immersing themselves into gaming.
For investors, this incredible growth is an awesome opportunity. And in this video, we're looking at the future of the gaming industry, how you can invest and profit from a surge in its popularity, and 3 gaming stocks and 1 gaming ETF that we think are about to level up. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Unshackled.com, the investment and finance channel and website that says you and your finances free.
That was Andy and I'm Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe.
First, we want to give a special shout out to Stake, who are sponsoring this video. Stake is FCA regulated and offers unlimited commission-free trading in real time in over 3,700 US stocks and ETFs, including the gaming stocks mentioned in this video.
Stake has fractional investing too, so you can easily afford to buy highly priced stocks. And Stake are giving away a free US stock worth up to $100 to everyone who signs up via our link.
We'll put the link to the offers page in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Now let's get into the video. The future of gaming. Number 1, console wars. It's really exciting times right now as we're about to witness a new console war with the imminent release of Microsoft's new Xbox console and Sony's PlayStation 5.
Microsoft has said that the Xbox Series X will be 4 times more powerful than its current Xbox One X console. And no doubt the PS5 will be equally as impressive. Sony have said that the inclusion of a solid state drive will give 100 times faster loading speeds compared to a hard drive.
With faster load speeds, we're expecting these console improvements to lead to even greater gamer satisfaction and therefore far more spending on games and downloadable content. The release of faster and more powerful consoles has in the past fueled growth in the video game industry overall, as increased marketing and gaming quality leads to a new generation of players.
Number 2, cloud gaming. Cloud gaming is a new way to play games, and according to Mordor Intelligence, a market research company, the emergence of cloud gaming will be driving the global market growth in the industry. Thanks to advances in cloud technology, a gamer will be able to play games on a mobile or other device that normally would be far too graphically intensive. Rather than the local device doing all the computational work, this will instead be handled by cloud servers, where all the games are stored.
This new sector is also seen as a serious competitor to the traditional game market, but we see it as complementary to console gaming rather than cannibalizing it, and this is a viewpoint shared by Microsoft. In a post, their chief vice president described their new cloud gaming service as a vision for game streaming technology that will complement our console hardware and give gamers more choice in how and where they play.
This type of technology is still very new and will make giant leaps in the next few years, but surely by bringing true console quality games to mobile devices, we're on the cusp of a revolutionary change in the gaming industry. Not everyone can afford a gaming console or gaming PC, and not everyone wants one, but almost everyone on the planet has a mobile phone, which will soon be able to handle the best games the gaming industry has to offer. Even in developing countries, almost everyone has a phone, but not necessarily a console. Cloud gaming could be the gateway into the adoption of gaming across the globe.
Number 3, smartphone gaming. Smartphone gaming has exploded in the past few years. According to Newzoo, a gaming insight company, the mobile gaming market is worth $68.5 billion, or 45% of the global games market. We knew that mobile gaming was huge, but this is mind-blowing. Interestingly, Apple, who do not even make games, is the 4th biggest public gaming company in the world due to its operation of the App Store. Apple managed a record $22.2 billion of revenue from gaming apps in the App Store in the first half of 2020.
What strikes us is just how much money is floating around in the mobile gaming industry. We personally have never been overly keen on mobile games because most of them seem to implement the freemium model, where paying more allows you to advance through the game rather than based on skill alone. However, based on revenue figures, it seems that many gamers are more than happy to pay.
Here are the top grossing mobile games worldwide for July 2020 according to SensorTower.com. The top game is Battlegrounds from Tencent and generated $208 million in July alone. Honor of Kings came in second, which is another Tencent game. The next top grossing game was Monster Strike from Mixi, followed by Pokemon Go from Niantic and Roblox from Roblox Corporation.
If you're interested in investing in mobile gaming, then our top tip to you guys will be to look at what the top games are and then research those companies. Another good source of information is your own kids. What games are they playing and who makes them? Get in early before the rest of the world can see what's happening.
Number 4, Esports. Esports is competitive and organised gaming. Gaming competitions have long been part of the video game culture, but this was largely between amateurs until the late 2000s. A lot has changed since then, as it has experienced a surge in popularity with participation from professional gamers and events being live streamed.
The increasing availability of online streaming media platforms like YouTube and Twitch have been a driving factor in the growth and promotion of esports competitions. FYI, Alphabet, also known as Google, owns YouTube, and Amazon owns Twitch, in case you were thinking about investing. Industry revenues will rise from $776 million in 2018 to an expected $1.6 billion in 2023. According to Statista.com, the majority of these revenues come from sponsorships and advertising, and the rest from media rights, publisher fees, merchandising and tickets, digital and streaming.
In terms of revenue, Asia and North America represents the two largest esports markets, with China alone accounting for almost 20% of the market.
Gaming stocks set to level up. If that wasn't enough to get you excited about the industry, let's now look at 3 massive US gaming stocks that could be set to level up.
Number 1, Take-Two Interactive. Take-Two Interactive designs, produces and markets interactive software specialising in video games. The company creates video games for consoles, handheld systems, personal computers, smartphones and tablets.
The market cap of Take-Two is $19 billion and revenues continue to climb yearly, surpassing $3 billion in 2020. Earnings per share is growing at breakneck speed and could well continue for years to come. The icing on the cake is they have no debt and are in a cash positive position with net cash of $2.3 billion.
The company owns 2 major publishing labels, Rockstar Games and 2K. Take-Two's combined portfolio includes franchises such as BioShock, Borderlands, Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K and Red Dead, among many others. GTA is the 3rd best-selling video game franchise of all time and is practically guaranteed to be a bestseller whenever it releases a new game. Let us know in the comments with what you think of the top 2 game franchises.
GTA 5 is the best-selling game of the decade in the United States and has sat in the top 20 best-earning titles for 74 consecutive months since release. Moreover, Take-Two have a 50% share in professional esports organisation NBA 2K League, so could be a great stock if you believe esports is set to skyrocket.
Number 2, Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard is America's largest video game software company and combines 3 main developing and publishing divisions. The company's market cap is $63 billion and is seeing revenue growing fast every year with earnings per share following suit. The operating margins are also very healthy and there is even a very small dividend, which is growing at an annual compound growth rate of 13.1%.
They own King Digital, which mostly does mobile games such as Candy Crush Saga. Activision has primarily been focused on console platforms, and Blizzard has been responsible for some of the biggest hits in PC gaming. The company has all major platforms covered. Their major games include Call of Duty, Guitar Hero, Tony Hawk's, World of Warcraft, and Overwatch, amongst many others. Many of their franchises, such as Call of Duty, have also been very popular as esports.
Number 3, Electronic Arts. EA is a gaming juggernaut with a market cap of $38 billion. The company develops, publishes and markets video game software for consoles, personal computers, mobile phones and tablets.
EA develops and publishes games of established franchises including Battlefield, The Sims, Medal of Honor, Star Wars, and let's not forget their EA Sports titles of FIFA, Madden NFL, and so many more.
Sports games such as FIFA are huge money spinners as they essentially release the same game every year and yet fans still rush out to buy it. As a casual gamer myself, I usually wait until games are cheaper, but even I can't do this with sports games because you have to have the latest players.
Stockopedia are rating this very strongly in both quality and momentum, and the revenue has been growing year after year. It has excellent operating margins as so many software companies do, and like the other three stocks we've looked at, are sitting on a big pile of cash.
VanEck Vector's Video Gaming and Esports ETF. The three stocks that we just discussed are ones that we think are well placed to take advantage of cloud gaming. But if picking individual stocks isn't your thing, then you could instead opt for the VanEck Vector's Video Game ETF.
This ETF is available both in London and in the US and gives you direct access to the 25 largest companies with at least 50% of their revenues from video gaming and esports. It is globally diversified with big weightings in the US, Japan, China and Taiwan.
It has some awesome stocks, but as it only focuses on companies that generate most of their revenues from gaming, it does miss some huge players like Microsoft. Arguably, Microsoft is one of the biggest gaming companies around and have just agreed to purchase ZeniMax, a holding company for a number of great gaming studios for $7.5 billion. Game franchises such as Doom, Fallout and Elder Scrolls will now all fall under the Microsoft umbrella.
If we look at those top holdings again, it's worth pointing out that you don't have to make games to be a gaming company. Nvidia, who take top spot, make all the graphics cards for gaming PCs, and AMD hardware will be present in the upcoming consoles. Gaming stocks have had an incredible year so far, with this ETF up an amazing 62%. It's always scary investing after the fact, but we think that the gaming industry has a long way to run yet.
And our final tip, we think the gaming industry is set to benefit from a full-on shift to digital downloads of new games. As the new consoles will be pushing this more than ever before, the gaming companies will have lower distribution costs, and customers will be more likely to download in-game items, resulting in bumper profits across the industry. Thanks for watching! On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money, and if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is MoneyUnshackled.com. See you next time.